Welcome to the newest installment of the Untitled Film Nerd Project. My name is Philip, and joining me as always is TJ.
Hello.
We march on with our fourth annual 31 Days of Horror, where we watch a different horror movie every single night in October. Today marks day 20, and our movie for tonight was Annabelle Creation. And I'm gonna say, this is how you turn a piece of shit into gold.
Agreed. Totally agreed.
So well done.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy thing is, same writer.
Yeah.
Gary Dauberman did Annabelle 1 and this one. This one has a different director, though. Whereas part 1 had John Leonetti, who I'm not really a fan of.
Mm-hmm.
This one had David Sandberg, and he also did Lights Out.
Which is one that I've been wanting to see.
Oh, you haven't seen Lights Out?
No.
Oh, okay. I won't say anything about it then.
No, wait. Lights Out. Yes, I have seen that.
Thought we watched that together.
I was confusing it with an entirely different movie.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes, we watched that one, and I think we both had the same opinion on it.
Yes.
But it was still well directed.
Yes.
It just was not a good story.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Gary Dauberman also wrote It, the remake.
Oh.
Or the retelling.
Awesome.
Part 1 and 2. So, and he's doing The Nun.
Awesome.
So hopefully that has a good director attached. So I'm wondering if part 1's failings and shortcomings were just due to direction.
Either that or also never underestimate the power of studio interference.
Oh, yeah. The producers and whatnot could have gotten their hands on it. Because the writer, he's got a decent pedigree. I mean, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he redeemed himself with Annabelle 2. I wonder if he himself was kind of pissed off at Annabelle 1. makes me wonder.
I wonder if they had a chat with people that were behind Ouija 1 and 2.
What did you do? We told the studios to fuck off. Oh, okay, we'll do that now. Hey, so you guys making Annabelle 2? Fuck off. Okay. Maybe. But yeah, so this is basically as the title says, the creation story of Annabelle. And it made sense.
Yeah. So many wins. Many wins.
Oh, yeah. I mean, one loss for me, but that's just a personal one.
Uh-huh.
I think it relied... You know, I don't like jump scares.
Yeah.
And it relied on the violins going really high. Quiet. Boom! You know, it relied on that way too much.
Yeah, volume was super high, and then volume was super low.
I'm glad that I listened with wireless headphones, and I have a volume control inside of my headphones.
Good.
Because the minute the violin was like, wee, I turn my volume down. It's like, I know something's coming.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing with my TV. I was constantly turning it up, turning it down, and then whenever someone was speaking, it's like, God, why are you whispering?
No, as soon as the jump scare happened, I turned it back up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as far as some of the wins, just, you know, if you're going to do something that is possessed by a demon, then, you know, that's a demon right there. That is a true malevolent spirit.
Yeah. This wasn't like, I'm going to play ventriloquist with Annabelle for no reason in the middle of the movie. What I liked, especially in the beginning, they don't tell you right away what happened with Annabelle. They build towards it. So when the creepy stuff is happening initially to Janice, we don't know at first that it's actually Annabelle. And we kind of assume it, but we don't know. We just know that she got hit by a car and died. And then 12 years later.
Yeah, we have bits and pieces of the story set up exactly like a puzzle. And as the story is going along, revealing more, and that is how you tell a story.
Yeah, this was just from a screenplay perspective. This was really well done. It was really like, I'm hoping that this screenplay was shot exactly like he wrote it.
Yeah,
because it was just really, really well put together. Like you said, it was just the puzzle pieces were there, and they gave it to you a little bit at a time. And at first, I thought that I would be disappointed when they kind of revealed the demon to Janice. But they turned the volume slowly up to 11. after that. So they're real, like, once what happened to the dad happened,
Yeah.
then I'm like, okay, I'm on board with this.
Uh-huh.
I was worried then, like, so where do you go from here? But then I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, this is where you go, where you need to go.
Is it going to be playing the entire movie of fucking with the cripple girl?
Yeah, and they did for a bit, but they went to where they needed to go.
Yes.
And then once they got to where they needed to go, they did the rest of it very effectively.
Mm-hmm. Some of my favorite scenes was just before the dad died, of Janice appearing and then stepping back into the shadows, and all you saw was those eyes, and they just kept on going higher and higher and higher. So effective.
One of my favorite scenes was when they do the flashback to what happened, when the mom walks in on her daughter at the table with the tea, and she just like starts contorting and just grows really big. I like that scene. I really like that scene.
That was in the trailer.
Oh, was it?
But it was more of a quick edit. All that you saw was the girl stand up, and then you heard all the sounds of the body contorting and the mom's reaction. Right. So that's what I was expecting, was just a quick edit. But when they actually showed us, and I was like, oh shit, they're going there.
See, and that's, again, I've said it a time or two before in our podcast, but I'll say it again. That's how you do a trailer.
Yes.
You give a taste. You don't give, an entire meal away.
And from what I remember, that it was a very effective trailer, because there's so many of the rest of the scenes for the movie that I don't recall being in the trailer. So yeah, good job on them on that.
Another thing I liked is how they kind of wove the mythology of The Conjuring in and around this. Like when Sister Charlotte was showing the picture of her and the other nuns to the dad, I believe, and had that little glimpse of the nun on the far right. I was like, oh god, I'm thinking, what is this? What's this going to be? I was like, who is the demon? Because is it the demon, or is it like the nun demon? Like, which? I was like, what's going on?
And that's what I was thinking too. I was like, when it was getting closer to the ending, I was like, well, when the hell are they going to bring up to whatever the hell was in that picture? And then I started thinking in the back of my head, it's like, wait a minute. This is the Conjuring universe.
Yep.
Nice way to connect it.
Yep. I said the same thing.
Another one of my favorite things was just even at the end when they tricked the spirit to go back, or when she threw the Janice back into that closet surrounded by Bible passages. And then the entire house just went apeshit.
Yeah, and everything, all the lights exploded.
Full on poltergeist, shit flying everywhere. I also liked that it was all the other girls being terrified. Yes. The scarecrow was fantastic.
I liked that it was done in different ways for each. It wasn't all the same thing. It wasn't all Annabelle. Like you were saying, the scarecrow with the one girl and the two girls seeing the mom. I like that the spirit was messing with them in different ways, and it wasn't the same thing being overdone.
Yeah.
I mean, Annabelle was actually fucking scary.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like long, drawn-out shots on her for no reason. It was effective. I gotta say, I'm gonna skip to the end real fast. I got goosebumps when the foster parents came in and took the Raggedy Ann doll out.
Yeah.
I legitimately got goosebumps.
I was immediately like, oh, look who got a licensing.
Yeah. I was just the horror nerd, which is what we are, in me was just like, yes, thank you. Like, it needed to happen, and it did. Awesome.
And to skip to the end, that end segment.
When they... Because I didn't see it. I wasn't putting two and two together yet.
No.
And then when mom's like... When the dad's like, hey, call the cops. And he goes to check it out, and the guy bursts in and slits his throat. And then the daughter walks in, and the mom's like, Annabelle. And I'm like, huh? It jumped to the other scene in the other bedroom. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, you just made Annabelle 1 fucking relevant.
Yes.
You didn't make it better, but you made it relevant.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if I hadn't been furiously writing notes, I would have applauded. You somehow managed to salvage that giant turd that was Annabelle 1 with the end. Like, it was just so, like, so well done.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so impressive. All the hype was well deserved.
Agreed. 100% agreed. This was very entertaining ghost story.
I mean, almost 2 hours long, perfect length.
Mm-hmm.
It needed to be this long. Any shorter, it wouldn't have felt complete.
Mm-hmm.
You knew damn well that Janice was going to get stuck on that fucking electric seat.
Yeah.
I knew when they showed him, like, she's going to get stuck on it.
I was like, I remember how this shit turned out in Gremlins.
Right. Yes. Nice. I did like when Janice first saw, well, quote unquote, Annabelle walking out of the closet under the sheet. Awesome scene.
Oh, yes.
And then when she turns to run, there's someone standing behind her.
Mm-hmm.
Nice touch. Like, it was just little things like that.
And even the marionette dolls.
Mm-hmm. Another scene I liked is when Linda was under the stairs. Mm-hmm. You see Annabelle there. And then you see, like, the creature behind Annabelle.
Mm-hmm.
Liked it. I just really liked the slow, subtle build before it all hit the fan.
Another scene that I liked was the older teenage girl stuck in the barn with the scarecrow and the lights slowly unscrewing as she's up on the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
And she screwed it back in, and her focus is looking around everywhere, and that hand just reaches out and crushes the light bulb.
Yep.
It's like that's excellent build of tension and execution.
My favorite line in the movie had to have been before anything really started happening really crazy. Like, the sister Charlotte says to the mom, she's waiting for you in heaven. And the mom says, I wish that were true. Mm-hmm. I was like, that's a really fucking good line.
Yeah.
Like, that just dropped it there. I was like, oh, okay, we're in for something now. I was like, that was I just love that line so much.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the diary, it said, Dear Diary, today I came home.
Oh, yeah.
That was so good. Just little things. Like, I mean, I didn't, like, what do you want? Your soul. I didn't care for that. Mm-hmm. I thought it was a little hokey, but that's just a minor nitpick.
Yeah, and just kind of comes with the territory of this type of movie. Because this is borderline religious horror.
Yes, very much so. I did like how the mom had the whole Phantom of the Wife thing going on.
Yes.
That was kind of cool.
Excellent way to describe it.
And then I wrote later, I was like, Annabelle just got Ringu'd when she got thrown into the well. It's like, oh, we have a Ringu origin story now, a new one. It's fucking Annabelle.
And another thing I liked about that is that particular scene just completely did away with the trope of the nun walking up and being like, oh, you know, it's nothing, it's just a creepy doll, blah, 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 there's nothing there. It's like, nope, the nun completely saw hands trying to drag her into the well.
There was really none of that. There was none of that adults not knowing what's going on.
Pardon the pun that you just did.
There was really no question because everyone had seen something in their own way that was creepy. With the nun being one of the last.
Mm-hmm.
At that scene, I liked the line where the nun's like, what is that? And the nun's like, who cares? Run! I'm like, yes! That's a fantastic line. Oh, and I think the mom needs to understand what a fleeting glimpse is. Don't say that you saw a fleeting glimpse of your daughter if you see her standing at the window.
Yeah.
That's not a fleeting glimpse. That's staring at your daughter.
That's a full-on Sasquatch sighting.
Right? I kind of nitpicked. I was like, if the demon is in the scarecrow, is it not in Janice? Or can it just, like, jump to different things at will? I wasn't sure how the demon worked.
My theory is, I guess, it's just kind of like the same as when they gave permission for the doll, for, you know, the demon or Annabelle to inhabit the doll. Mm-hmm. And the longer it's doing so, the more powerful it's getting.
Okay. That makes sense then. Yeah.
And by that point, it had full-on power of jumping around all over the place.
Yeah, I called it the teleporting demon.
Yeah, I mean, if Jason can do it, then
Yeah, true that.
fucking Annabelle can do it.
I thought Linda being in the laundry chute, I think that's what those were, those old-timey laundry chutes or whatever. They're called like
Yes.
dumb waiters or whatever they're called.
Yes.
I was like, that girl is getting a workout trying to escape.
Mm.
She was like, going up, going down, going up. I was like, dang, girl, you're going to be strong when you're done.
That's how you do also fight or flight. I mean,
Yeah.
full on adrenaline.
I mean, I was waiting for a while, like for someone to hide in the Bible closet.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting. But then they throw, the nun puts the rosary or whatever around Janice's neck, throws in the closet, throws Annabelle in the closet, closes the closet door, smashes the hutch thing or whatever. And then they're just standing there. I'm like, run.
Yeah.
Like then they did, like 5 seconds later.
Mm-hmm. After the entire room is like destroying itself.
Yeah. I'm like, come on now.
Another little slight touch that I liked was when the police were there and they open up the closet and there's Annabelle, but then there's that hole in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh shit, she's out.
Yeah. I was wondering how they were going to end this.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, if she escaped, then the demon is no longer in Annabelle.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Annabelle now, formerly Janice. And then we went where we went, but I have two kind of things going on about that. Number one, what was she doing for 12 years? Mm-hmm. Like, if she's the demon the whole time, why isn't she just like the omening everything?
Mm-hmm.
You know, just mess it. Like, why you must wait until you are in your 20s and you must join a cult and then come back and kill your parents. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
You are like the most patient fucking demon. And then the odds that when she kills her mom and dad, when they die, that their next door neighbors have a fucking Annabelle doll.
Yeah.
That you saw as a kid. That was your original conduit. Well, not original. It might have possessed things in the past, but you know what I mean. In terms of this universe, it's the original conduit. That was just a little, like, I mean, it just makes one kind of even more.
Yeah.
But it still tried, it did a good job of making one relevant, like I said. But there's still some holes there.
Yeah. But given the source material and the shit that they had to write around,
yeah,
bravo.
Yeah, this was the Annabelle we needed. That we needed to have made. This was the Annabelle that this should have been called Annabelle Redemption.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because this is one that I'm like, I would actually own this.
Yeah, I mean, I would consider it. So all in all, yeah, this was a really fun ride. This was a really good movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it is right up there with Ouija as far as redeeming the original source material.
Yeah, like if I had a complaint at all, it is something that we already addressed, and just too much overuse of high volumes.
Yeah, too much violins, screeching to silence.
Yes.
And anything else is just a nitpick by me.
Mm-hmm.
And especially, I mean, there's, like I said, there's a few holes in the story, but there's a lot less fucking holes than there were before I saw this movie.
Yes.
It doesn't make one any less stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it actually makes it stupider in comparison now. But, you know, they did their best, and their best was damn good enough.
Mm-hmm.
As far as this goes. So, yeah, 2 thumbs up for me. Just well done.
Yep, bravo on my end.
Yeah. All right, anything else you want to add?
No, I think that is all.
If you haven't seen it, check it out. If you didn't like one, like us, still check it out. If for some reason you liked one because your eyes don't work, check it out. You will like this movie. If you don't like this movie, I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that wraps up this episode. Thank you for listening. Tell us what you thought of Annabelle Creation in the comments below. As I said, if you liked it, if you didn't like it for some reason, if somehow you liked one more than 2, I really want to know why. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tune in tomorrow for day 21 of the 31 Days of Horror. In the meantime, my name is Philip.
And I'm TJ.
And we will talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye.